Hi, Music 350 class with Miss Sonovia Pierre. Welcome to Sip and Talk Paint with Shelly and Jerry. So I know that you're home in your seat, but now I'm going to invite you to grab a non-alcoholic drink. Hey guys, my name is Shelly Elisee, and today I have a very special guest. His name is Jerreth Albury. He's an artist. Thank you so much, Jerreth, for being here with me and help me get an A on this class.
Hi everyone, I am Jared Aubrey. Like she mentioned, I am a resident of Eleutheran. I live in Lower Bourg and I am a visual artist. I currently host sip and paint events. It could be either a party, it could be a personal event that I host at a restaurant or any other venue. It could be a private party, bachelorette party, whatever kind of party you want to call it. I can host a sip and paint event if you want to do something a little out of the ordinary. Now, I have sip and paint page. I have 4 social media pages for my artwork. I don't like to keep them together because I do other artwork as well. So I have a particular page for sip and paint, which is sip and paint in Lutra. Then I have a page for my murals, Jet Jewels Art Murals, and another page for my artwork, which is Jet Jewels Art.
Okay.
Yeah.
So tell me, how did you find the passion for art? Like, when was it, or how old were you when you decided, hey, I kind of like this thing and I want to make a living from it?
Well, I realized from very early on that I loved art. With my allowance, like on the weekend or whenever my parents give me money, probably around the age of 5, 6, I would use that money to buy either coloring books, and I would end up coloring all the pages in that book within that weekend or within a week. So every week is basically a new coloring book. And moving on to primary school, my art teacher at the time, my homeroom teacher, Ms. Shanna Johnson, she noticed that I had an ability to produce good work. So she asked me to paint some signs for the community. And the local government, it was a paid assignment. And my first paid job for painting those signs, I ended up painting 2 signs. And I got $320. I was like 12 or 13 years old. And at that time, that was years ago, from primary school, not even high school. So at the time, $320 felt like $3,200.
Money.
Yeah.
That's
So
money.
that was inspiration from there.
Wow. I mean, at that age, definitely you probably felt like a millionaire.
Yeah.
So would you say during this time that the pay is is worth it as a creative? Because I know in the Bahamas, creatives don't really get paid for what they're worth. So do you think that you're paid for what you're worth now?
Well, depending on the job that I take on. So for my sip and paint, I'll definitely say yes. For the island, I know in Nassau, I don't want to get into the price amount.
Right.
If I'm talking about my business, I can talk about the price, yes, but the price is much different. I would like to say that it is affordable for persons from the island.
Mhm.
So yeah, in that aspect, yes. For my artwork, I think I am getting what I am asking at the time, but I wish the sales would be more often.
Right.
So yeah, but now for my mural work, where I just started doing murals like the earlier part of this year. I just trying to get myself known out there and get more clients and persons to try and reach out to me to how murals done. And then the more work I have done, I'll be in high demand, and then I can alter my price to a higher price and actually get what I deserve. But right now, it's just I am in that getting to know me phase as an artist, persons to recognize who I am, and it's happening and it's breaking. So in the very near future, I will be getting exactly what my word is actually, yes.
Right. So I see that you are in uniform. You say that you work at the airport. So if you were to be paid the way you want to be paid, do you think you would quit your 9 to 5?
Oh yeah, oh definitely. If I can guarantee to say, well, like five to 10 paintings a year, a month. Sorry, because I get paid monthly. I think that'll be decent enough. And probably if the pandemic wasn't going on, I'll be able to say. But I know that I can. My artwork sales last year probably summed up to the same or slightly over. From my,
That's really good. That's
yeah,
good.
yeah.
So once your name is out there, you can really start making the real money.
Yeah,
So I
yeah.
remember, I think the vehicle that I remember, the first art piece of yours I actually saw was the one on the truck. I don't even know what the truck is for, but it was beautifully painted. I think I'm gonna attach those
I
pictures
can,
here in this video.
yeah.
Uh,
I can actually can I screen share? I can show you if you want
oh,
to.
sure, that's no problem. That would be very exciting. Um, what is the truck though? What company is that? I don't even know what it is, but
It
every time I
isn't
see it
a,
across the street, I know
it
that
is,
you did it.
okay, it isn't a company per se. It's just a gentleman. He used to work for BPL, and I think he retired, and he ended up purchasing that bucket truck. So in the event, like when they have the rage on and you're unable to cross the bridge, he lives in the north. So
Right.
if something happens with the bridge, or they have a disconnect down this way and they utilizing the trucks in the south, he would be able to go and probably assist them. Or if they cannot travel to the north over the bridge, this truck will be already in the north and he can do odd jobs. You have persons with trees in the front of their yard, they need it's really high,
Right.
20, 30 feet high. They see the trees and they need them chopped down with a chainsaw or whatever. He could go and assist with assignments like that. So it's a private vehicle.
Oh, which is everybody should know the glass window bridge here in Eleutheran, where you can see both the Caribbean side and the Atlantic side. And it rages sometimes, so the bridge has to be closed. That's how bad it gets, and people have been injured from it. There we go. Yes, that is the truck.
Yeah, so with this assignment, it took me 12 hours to complete this. He brought this truck in my yard at 6 a.m. and I completed this by 6 that evening. I only stopped to get lunch and that was about it. Yeah,
And you did that all by yourself.
by myself. No assistant. First time doing a vehicle of any sort.
That was your first time doing a vehicle? Wow.
Well, that was false. I did my father's vehicle before he had a truck, and I just basically did some writing on it. It just was crystal clear, and that was it.
Now
It
that's
was a
great.
it was a water truck he used to sell purified water, and I did the artwork on it for him. But not at this magnitude, not with like real graphics or whatever. It's just text, a font.
So this is on both sides or just one side?
Just he specifically asked for one side because when he's driving on the street, this is the side that is going to be seen. And if he
Right.
was to stop at a utility pole, this was the side that is still going to be seen. So it's not
Okay.
really necessary for the other side to be painted, but that's his request.
Man, he got creative. I mean, like he really want to be known out here. He don't have no business logo, no nothing, just the creative design. But I think
Yeah.
it's very nice. Tropical. I can see the pineapples at the end, of course, and
Yeah.
and the flamingo. So you also did the shady pineapple,
Yeah,
right?
that was my first assignment. I always wanted to do a mural, but I didn't have the right location. And that was the perfect opportunity for me because it is centrally located in St. Governor's Harbor, the capital of Eleutheran. And she's a co-worker of mine. So I was really excited when I got that job. I was like, yes, finally I have the perfect spot to showcase my work. It is high traffic, Royal Bank is there,
Right.
the insurance management is there, the theater is there, BTC, BPL, the gas station, a lot of other businesses, and a nice commercial area. So I was happy about that. And I got a lot of traffic. While I was painting that, actually, I had about 3 or 4 persons that came and asked me for my number, and I got one turnover job. I got Leo Rose job
Oh
after that.
yeah, I
So
saw
I
that. I
can
saw
show,
the
I
story.
can probably pull up that pineapple that you want to see, so we can
That'll be
give
great.
them an idea of what we are talking about.
I saw you at the shady pineapple, and I was telling my sister, that's when I got to Facebook messaging. I was like, I think we need to see like what other work he does, and that's when you told me that you did like the sip and paint. So for me, like just passing there, I was like, yeah, he's doing an amazing job, and of course I like pineapple, so anything being pineapple done, I'm
Yeah,
there, and I'm
me
stopping
too.
for that. So,
Pineapples is one of my favorite things to paint, so that
oh
was
really?
yeah,
Oh wow, that's nice to know.
yes,
Still, we
there
have
it is.
that. Yes.
So usually I like to stand next to my paintings when they are complete. Even when I paint my acrylic paintings, the ones
Yeah.
that are on canvas, I usually stand next to them sometimes because persons don't understand dimensions and measurements. So if I stand next to it, I can tell them, well, I am 5'9". I mean, oh yeah, I'm 5'9" too. Now you can actually say that this pineapple is almost 7 feet tall.
Right.
Because you can
Exactly.
compare, you can use that to compare, and even looking at the vehicle in the background or the door, the window, you can use stuff like that to actually figure out the actual size of the. But it's a pretty tall building. I had to use scaffolds to actually do this assignment. The first time I actually used scaffold to do an assignment, this is a good job.
Scary.
I had a lot of fun doing this job.
So using scaffold wasn't scary? Because that could be a
Uh,
little scary.
Nah, I had a job in Gregorytown. That was much that was much more scarier because it was a bit higher. I was on a single step ladder, and that was the highest I ever been to paint without being in a. That was the perfect time for that truck, that bucket truck. Like for me, if I needed to do
Yeah,
an
to use
assignment
that.
really high, that would be the perfect.
So wait, so you're taking risks now in your venture in your business. Um, so if it's like a higher risk job, do you intend to pay more because you're
Oh yeah,
basically risking life?
definitely. Yeah,
Yeah.
you have to factor in all that when you price in. Like even if I had to use the truck, how much it would cost, and to hire this truck, I would have to factor that into my quote and send it to whomever the client may be. Let them know, okay, you'll have this fee, this extra fee. This is for that. This is for the actual artwork. Or if I needed to rent scaffolding, how much it would cost to rent them from whomever. And
Right.
yeah,
So so how long did the shady pineapple design take?
took me. Oh, I was well. See, I went there separate on 2 different days.
Hmm.
So I would probably say like 13 to 14 hours.
Wow.
Yeah, so I went there like 6 hours one day, like 8 hours the next day or something like that.
And when you was there, that's the sun was hot. I know I saw you one day
Well,
in the hot
usually,
sun.
but if I once I know the location and I see what area the sun rotates, then I usually plan the perfect time to go at a particular site. Now that area, the sun starts from the south and then comes around. So I went there from like 6 o'clock in the morning and stop
Oh, wow.
around 11, around 1, 2.
Right. So when
Yeah.
the sun comes from, is
Once
like
it's,
the paint gonna dry much quicker if
oh,
the sun like directly
no,
on it?
it don't take long for the paint to dry.
Oh,
Whilst I'm painting, sometimes I have to move fast because it only takes probably like 25 minutes.
wow.
Yeah.
So that's
So,
really. But I want to ask you, what advice would you give to someone who's probably struggling with art, not maybe just not art, but any area in the creative arts, or who's struggling to find their identity in that? What advice would you give to a young person who wants to pursue their dreams as an artist or as a creative in general?
well, for myself, I try to draw all the time, even at work. Like how it's slow now, we don't have that much flights. I re- I bring my pad to work. I bring coloring
Wow.
pencils, and
Wow.
I have files that I can show you. I have a ruler, and I usually in my car. You have to surround yourself by what you love. In
That's
my
good.
car, I have my art supplies. I always have a pencil, a ruler, a sharpener, paper, and a clipboard. Sometimes, like when I was doing a lot of murals, I had the paint and behind my car, but I didn't want them to try hard in the sun or whatever, so I took them and put them in the house. But I always have stuff with me at work. In my bag, I bring my art supplies. I can even show you some the sketch for assignments that I have upcoming. I usually sketch them and show them what their assignment would look like before I
Wow.
actually do it. Let me take it off, some of these off the clipboard, and I can show you. So, what advice I would tell upcoming artists, especially a child, I would just tell them to just do it. The more you do it, the better you will become at it. So, draw as much as you can. This is a sign a sketch I did for
Wow.
the COVID prevention. That's the little COVID logo symbol, and then I have the
The mask.
emoji. Yeah, the little face emoji for even like
That's cute.
kids to understand. It, when you're doing art, you shouldn't be just for like a particular age to understand your artwork. And for something as important as this sign, I
Yeah.
think all ages should be able to understand. Now, most kids use devices and stuff, and they know about these emojis. So kid can understand, adult can understand. I have the liquid to represent, well, the sanitizing, washing hands. Yeah, that's one. And then there's a straw work artwork shop sign I have artwork.
Oh, that's
This is
cool.
these are in colored pencils.
Oh,
Yeah, and the street signs, the ones similar to Gregory Town, with all the
yes.
settlements. So I usually sketch it in
Yes.
color pencils and send it to them via WhatsApp or scan it, email it to them, however they would like to
So
receive
they
their
have an
artwork.
idea.
Yeah, I have a lot of artwork. Yeah, and this I actually did this today at work. This is a stone. It's at a restaurant in Jamestown. I don't want to call the name as yet, but
I,
if I get the job, she like it and she like my quote price, then I'll go ahead and do this assignment. But yeah,
so
the
your
artwork. Go
sorry.
ahead.
So your main advice is that you surround yourself with what you love, wherever and whenever.
You're right, correct.
What you
And
love.
if you are on social media, I would advise you to like follow different art pages, whatever type art you are interested in. That would be good. So once you go on your social media pages, once you start scrolling, you will end up seeing artwork. So
That's good.
I follow artists from all over the world and see how they do things. I'd be like, oh, I could do that, and I don't want to copy exactly what they have. I just put my own personal touch and my twist to it to
Right.
make it uniquely mine.
Right. I understand that. So, I mean, shoot, you are contributing so much to the island of Eleutheran, and I just hope and pray that the other islands of the Bahamas can really see the artist that you are, because you've been doing some amazing work.
Thank you.
And of course, the small business, not just a small business, but the business are benefiting from it with these logos and these designs. I absolutely love them. I saw Leo Rose one too. It was good. It
Yes.
was really nice. So I'd like to commend you on all of your work, and I hope that you just continue to push, and you don't have to be in the airport next few months.
Yeah,
So
yes.
anyway,
Yes. Speak that into the atmosphere. Yeah, that means
so thank you so much for your time and effort for meeting with me today. I really do appreciate it. So thank you guys, my classmates and my lecturer, Ms. Sonovia Pierre. Thank you for your time.